cardiovascular.com, and today I'm going to share a little bit of information about intervals. And those of you who train with me know I'm a huge fan of intervals. We don't do a lot of it here on the floor, primarily because it's cardio and I'm just not comfortable, charging you guys for cardio. But I do prescribe it normally for people to do on their own. So yeah, big fan, and I just wanted to go through some variations and how to apply it and what's worked for me and that kind of thing. First of all, what is it? It's basically a series of intense spurts and recovery. And the type of training you do can vary, and your timing can vary. And there's a wide range. Like, people have written books about a bunch of different variations for interval training. Personally, I do not like cardio. It's mandatory evil, if you want to call it that. A necessary evil to stay lean, so I do it, and I do it most days. And I love the interval training because it makes the cardio go faster. It adds variety and it adds fun, and I do a lot of it. So you can choose whatever. You can do it with swimming, your bike, your treadmill, or running, and you can do it indoor or outdoor. You can do even body weight movements, like if you want to do push-ups, jumping jacks, body weight squats, any of that stuff you can use as your spurt or your sprint, and recovery is active recovery. So you're doing kick your butts, you slow your tempo, you slow your resistance, or all of the above. Your timing. What I typically recommend to people is to start with a 30-60 ratio. So 31 to 2. So 30 seconds sprint as hard as you can with a 60-second recovery. Now, if you find that's too taxing, you can go also to a 9. Some people recommend to do a recovery of 90 seconds. So so I typically start people off at 30-60 if they feel comfortable with that. And once you've done that for some weeks and it's becoming easy, then you would go to 30-30. So 30-second sprint, 30-second recovery. Then go 30 to 15, 30-second sprint with a 15-second recovery. And last week I started doing an 8-12 split, or an 8-second work, 12-second recovery. And it was actually a client who came in and inspired me to do this because they had read that the 8-12 was the best training to burn fat. And I had heard that also, and I had actually tried the same routine, I don't know, maybe a year ago. If it's been a year, that's all. So say 9 months ago, and I really didn't like it. But as I said, sometimes when people bring you information, it re-spikes your interest, I guess. So yeah, I've been doing for 3 times last week and 1 time this week. I'm doing an 8-12. I use a skip rope. So I go 8 seconds on, 12 seconds off, and I quite enjoy it, actually. I'm looking forward to when I do that training. Now, I didn't ask the client where they heard it, but I do know there was Australian research done, and they proved, or at least by their studies, which, you have to take all this information with a grain of salt. Their studies proved that the 8-12 was the best interval to do to increase your fat-burning hormones and to increase your appetite-suppressing hormones. Now, is it better than the 30-30, 30-15? Who knows? And you know what? About suppressing appetite, I don't know about that. I'm really hungry. But anyways, you'll have to try it, give it a try, and see what you think. The other variants you can do is how many times you repeat the work. So the standard setup, or the standard workout, would be a 5-minute warm-up. So if you're on the treadmill for your interval training, then warm up on the treadmill. Bike, if you're using body weight intervals, I'd use a body weight warm-up, 5 minutes, and then you start your interval work. And I would start between 6 and 8 reps or rounds of it, and then gradually you will increase your reps. Now, the study they did in Australia, the 8-12, The participants did it 3 times a week, and they did 20 minutes. So that's what I've been doing last week. As I said, I think I shared that I was skipping. But I'll do 8 seconds, skip as hard as I can, 12-second rest, back on for 20 minutes. But really, your work, the amount of work you've done is 8 minutes total. Goes by really quick. That's why I love it. Very effective. Gets the heart rate up. You get a sweat on. And the other good thing, and this is probably maybe the best thing, anybody can do it. If you're old, overweight, you just pick, maybe you start and it's a march. For you, that might be all that you can do for your sprint. A heavy, strong march, and then walking for recovery. I would encourage you, oh, and I forgot to say, so you do your repeats, and then you do your cool down. Cool down and stretch another 5 minutes, and your workout's done. Like, you can get your whole thing done by 25 or 30 minutes. It's intense, so your heart rate's through the roof. You're going to continue burning calories after the workout's done because you've boosted your metabolism. Way better than steady state. Yeah, so I'd encourage you to try it. Use your imagination. If you want me to design a program, an interval program for you, contact me at www.janetfrasier.com. I'd love to help you guys out. If you do try it, let me know how you feel. Is it working for you? Do you love it? Hate it? Whatever. Love to hear from you guys, and take care until next time. Thanks. Bye.